Welcome to Dharma Wisdom Talks, a space where we come together to explore the profound values of life philosophy and Buddhist teachings. In the long journey of life, each of us will inevitably face challenges, moments of stagnation, and times of hardship. But what truly matters is how we face these difficulties, and one of the most powerful tools to overcome them is hope. Today, we will delve into the strength of hope and explore how it can become an endless source of energy that helps us live a meaningful and joyful life. Let us open the doors of our hearts and embark on a journey to discover a world filled with faith in the future. Life is like riding a bicycle. To maintain balance, you must keep moving. This metaphor carries profound meaning, symbolizing persistence, balance, and the continuous journey forward in life. The dynamic nature of life. Life is constantly changing and in motion. Just like when you ride a bike, if you stop pedaling, the bike will stop, and you risk losing your balance. In life, if you stop trying or settle in one place, you may fall into stagnation and lose your sense of direction. Balance isn't about standing still, it's about constant adjustment as you move forward. This reminds us that rather than seeking absolute stability, we should learn to live with and adapt to change. Perseverance is the key. The act of moving forward symbolizes effort and progress. At times, you may feel exhausted, much like riding a bike uphill. But with perseverance, you'll push through and reach a smoother path. What matters isn't whether you go fast or slow, but that you don't stop. Small daily efforts will eventually accumulate into significant achievements. A lesson in focus. When cycling, you must focus on maintaining your balance and direction. Similarly, in life, if you lose focus or become distracted, you'll easily fall off course. This serves as a reminder that we need to stay clear on our goals and concentrate on what truly matters. Impermanence and right action. In Buddhist teachings, everything is impermanent, nothing stays the same or lasts forever. Life flows like a river. If you don't keep moving, you'll be swept away. This encourages us to act mindfully and live according to the Noble Eightfold Path, rather than falling into laziness or procrastination. Effortful mindfulness, right effort. Right effort in the Eightfold Path emphasizes the proper effort needed to maintain a steady spiritual practice. If you stop striving, you risk falling into suffering and losing balance in your heart and mind. Much like cycling, you need continuous effort to make progress on the path to liberation. Living in the present and letting go. When cycling, you cannot focus on the past, the road you've already traveled, or the future, the road ahead. You must concentrate on the present moment to maintain balance. Buddhism teaches that living fully in the present helps stabilize the mind and overcome challenges. The journey of life. Someone who loses their job or faces a crisis may feel that life is out of balance. But just like cycling, if you continue to take small steps, learning, seeking opportunities, improving yourself, you will gradually regain stability. It's not about rushing. As long as you don't stop, you'll keep moving forward. Balance in relationships. In relationships, whether family or friendship, if both sides do not put in effort, like riding a two-wheeled bicycle, the relationship will lose its balance. Moving forward together, listening, and adjusting are essential for maintaining harmony. Keep moving forward, no matter how difficult life gets. As long as you don't quit, you will regain balance and reach your goals. Live flexibly and mindfully. Balance is not a destination but an ongoing adjustment during the journey. Don't fear falling. Falling is part of the learning process, and each fall teaches you how to stay steady in the future. Life, much like riding a bicycle, is a long journey filled with challenges and opportunities. The key is to never stop moving, always live with mindfulness, perseverance, and love. The inevitable nature of disappointment. Life is full of things that don't go as planned. We can't avoid them, no matter how hard we try. The only thing within our power is to change the way we perceive these situations. This insight is crucial when dealing with life's inevitable challenges, as it teaches us how to adapt and find peace within ourselves. The inevitability of unmet expectations. No one has the ability to control everything in life. Unpleasant situations, whether small inconveniences like bad weather or larger crises such as loss, failure, or illness, are a natural part of life. Instead of trying to escape or control what's beyond our reach, we should focus on adapting and confronting these challenges. It's this very process of facing adversity that allows us to grow stronger. The power of perspective. How you choose to view a situation determines how you will feel and react to it. A setback can either be seen as a catastrophe or as an opportunity to learn, depending on your mindset. For instance, a failure at work might initially cause pain, but if you view it as a lesson to improve your skills, it becomes the driving force for your personal growth. Choosing your response, not reacting instinctively. Viktor Frankl, the famous neurologist and philosopher, once said, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our power and freedom to choose our response." Instead of reacting impulsively when things go wrong, we can use that space to shift our perspective and look for the positive in the situation. The impermanence of life. In Buddhist teachings, everything is impermanent. The things that don't go as we wish are simply proof of life's ever-changing nature. Understanding and accepting this truth reduces the suffering we experience when confronted with adversity. The origin of suffering, the Four Noble Truths. According to Buddha, suffering doesn't arise from external events, it comes from our attachment to them and the expectations we place on life. When we demand that everything go our way, we create our own suffering. Instead of resisting the reality, changing our perspective is the key to transforming pain into peace. Meditation and mindfulness. Meditation helps us train our minds to observe events neutrally, without judgment. When we look at life with a calm mind, we realize that things not going as planned is simply part of the natural flow of life and doesn't require excessive worry. Examples of changing your perspective. Failure in career. A person who fails in business may feel defeated. However, if they shift their perspective, they might see this as an opportunity to learn, improve their skills, and explore new directions. Family conflicts. Instead of viewing family disagreements as painful, one can see them as an opportunity to understand each other better, and cultivate patience and compassion. Practicing perspective shifts. Ask yourself, what positive lesson can I learn from this situation? Observe others, people who face greater difficulties yet maintain a positive outlook can inspire us to change our own perspective. Embracing reality. What doesn't go as planned is a natural part of life. Instead of fighting it, we must learn to accept it. Changing your mindset. How you perceive things determines how you live. Whether something is good or bad depends entirely on how you interpret it. Learning to let go. Stop clinging to expectations, for they are the root of suffering. When you let go, your mind becomes lighter and more at peace. Practicing perspective shifts not only helps you navigate life's challenges but also brings peace to your soul. Life is not always easy, but the way we face it is the key to living a happy life. By choosing to change how we think about adversity, we find the strength to move forward with grace and tranquility. No matter how big your mistakes are, greater things are waiting behind them, a message of hope and encouragement. Mistakes are an inevitable part of life. They are not the end, but the beginning of growth and new possibilities. Behind every failure lies the potential for something better, waiting for us to discover it. Mistakes are opportunities for growth and transformation, and they remind us that even the toughest moments hold the seeds of greatness. Mistakes are a natural part of life. No one goes through life without making mistakes. In fact, mistakes are a fundamental part of our journey, and they often serve as the most valuable lessons we will ever learn. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He didn't view these mistakes as failures, but as steps closer to success. From mistakes to opportunities. Every mistake, no matter how big, carries with it an opportunity for learning, change, and improvement. A mistake in your career can lead you to new ideas or open up a career path that suits you better. Mistakes in relationships may teach you more about yourself and help you grow in understanding and compassion toward others. Cultivating self-forgiveness. One of the first steps in overcoming mistakes is learning to forgive yourself. When you stop criticizing yourself, you create space to see things objectively and find the good that can come from the situation. Mistakes as opportunities for awakening. In Buddhist teachings, mistakes often arise from ignorance or the influence of attachment, aversion, and delusion. Instead of self-blame, we are encouraged to view our mistakes as chances to reflect and awaken to deeper self-awareness. Each mistake is a moment for the mind to expand, enabling us to live more consciously and correctly in the future. The law of cause and effect and transformation. In Buddhism, the law of cause and effect reminds us that wrong actions may lead to suffering. However, this does not mean there is no hope. Through repentance and change, we can transform bad karma into good karma. From suffering and failure, we grow. When we live in accordance with the Dharma, the right path, goodness naturally follows. Letting go of the past. Buddhism teaches that clinging to past mistakes is a source of suffering. Learning to let go of past mistakes and focusing on the present moment allows us to live with clarity and hope for the future. Inspirational stories of overcoming mistakes. Steve Jobs, fired from Apple, the very company he founded, Steve Jobs didn't let failure define him. Instead, he used that time to learn and build Pixar, later returning to Apple and transforming it into one of the world's most iconic companies. Nick Vujicic, born without arms or legs, Nick once saw himself as a mistake of nature. But from that pain, he discovered the meaning of life and became an inspiration to millions. Practices for finding the good in mistakes. Ask yourself, what is this mistake teaching me? Look for the opportunity. Failures can often force us to change direction, leading us down a new path that is better suited for us. Every mistake has value. Mistakes are opportunities to learn, grow, and perfect ourselves. Goodness is always ahead. Don't let past mistakes block you from seeing the new opportunities the future holds. Compassion for yourself. Forgiving yourself and accepting your mistakes is the first step in overcoming them and moving forward with a clear mind. Mistakes are not to be feared or avoided, they are simply a part of life. They are not the end of the road, but rather the beginning of something new and better. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward with hope and determination. The greatest opportunities often come from the lessons that failures bring. Don't seek sympathy, be resilient. Instead of seeking sympathy, strive to be impressive. Show your strength and capabilities so others cannot dismiss you. This principle carries a profound lesson on how we shape our image and self-worth in the eyes of others. It encourages us to live with inner strength, confidence, and autonomy, rather than relying on the pity or compassion of others. Self-worth and respect. When you display vulnerability or weakness, you may temporarily gain sympathy. But this doesn't lead to lasting respect. Pity does not place you in a position of power, it positions you as weak in the eyes of others. On the other hand, when you demonstrate your worth through actions and abilities, you not only gain respect but also become an inspiration to others. True value is earned through your own strength, and respect is given to those who prove themselves capable. Inner strength and confidence. Life is not about waiting for others to lift you up or comfort you. What truly makes you impressive is your ability to rise from failure, have confidence in your own abilities, and continuously improve yourself. For example, an unemployed person can choose to wallow in self-pity and wait for help, or they can learn new skills, explore new opportunities, and prove that they can succeed on their own. It's the proactive approach to life that builds strength, not passivity. Self-sufficiency instead of dependence. Seeking pity is a form of emotional dependence that makes you passive in relationships. Remember, others may comfort you for a while, but only you have the power to change your own life. Self-sufficiency, independence, and not relying on others' pity are keys to building lasting value in your life. Letting go of the ego, the pitiful self. Buddhism teaches that the ego is the root of much suffering. When you try to appear pitiful to gain attention, you are clinging to a weak and dependent self-image. This doesn't solve your suffering, it only deepens your attachment to feelings of inferiority. Instead of nurturing the pitiful self, recognize that your true nature is one of strength and immense potential. Let go of the ego and awaken to your true power. Self-reliance, the Buddha as a model. The Buddha once said, "Light your own torch and walk." He did not encourage waiting for others to save you, but emphasized the power of self-reliance. Rather than seeking sympathy, have confidence in your own ability to train and develop yourself to be useful and beneficial to both yourself and others. This self-reliance is the path to true liberation. Practices to overcome self-doubt. Compassion. Don't prove your worth by looking down on others, but by nurturing compassion and wisdom in your heart. True strength lies in the ability to uplift and support others, not in belittling them. Meditative practice. Meditation helps you connect with your true self, dispelling feelings of inferiority and recognizing your inherent value. By calming the mind, you can see your own strengths more clearly and build a healthier self-image. Whenever you feel like giving up on something, remember why you started it. This statement carries immense power, reminding us of the original goal and ideals that inspired us to begin our journey. It serves as a guiding principle to maintain our motivation, overcome obstacles, and remain committed to the path we have chosen. Willpower and the initial purpose. When we embark on any journey or project, we typically have a clear goal or reason. However, as we proceed, challenges, failures, and exhaustion may cause us to forget why we started in the first place. In such moments, ask yourself, why did I begin this? What made me so determined? The answers will reignite your drive, helping you navigate through difficult times. Persistence and success. Persistence is a key factor in achieving success. Successful people are not those who never face hardships, but those who refuse to quit in the face of them. For instance, a student who feels pressured and considers dropping out may pause to reflect on why they chose their field of study in the first place, perhaps to help their family, build a career, or pursue a passion. Facing failure. Life isn't always smooth sailing, but rather than giving up, view failure as an inevitable part of the journey. If you've already overcome the early challenges, why would you quit now, having come so far? Mindfulness and life's purpose. In Buddhism, mindfulness helps us stay conscious in each action and clearly aware of our life's purpose. When you feel like giving up, return to your practice of mindfulness, reflect on the reason you began this path. It may have been a desire for enlightenment, to help others, or to improve yourself. Karma and effort. Buddhism teaches that every effort we make creates karma, whether good or bad. If you stop, not only do you cease creating positive karma, but you also hinder the process of receiving the fruits of your labor. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, contributes to the larger journey. Giving up wastes the efforts you've already invested and causes you to miss the opportunity to reap the rewards. Letting go without giving up. Buddhism encourages us to let go of the meaningless, but it does not advocate abandoning things that hold significant value. When facing adversity, ask yourself, is this truly worth giving up? Or am I simply being swayed by temporary emotions? Inspiring stories. J.K. Rowling, before becoming the world-renowned author of Harry Potter, Rowling faced over 12 rejections from publishers. However, each rejection reminded her of why she started writing, her passion for storytelling and her desire to share those stories. her perseverance eventually led to massive success. Naik Vajisik, born without limbs, Naik once contemplated ending his life. But remembering his desire to live a meaningful life and help others, he overcame despair and became an inspirational speaker, touching millions worldwide. Practical applications in life. Write down your reason for starting. Document the reasons you began a journey and place it where you can see it daily. This serves as a reminder to stay focused. Visualize the outcome. Imagine how you'll feel when you achieve your goal. This mental image can help you regain motivation. Seek support. Sometimes, advice from friends or family can help you get through tough times. Revisit your reason for starting. Don't let immediate struggles make you forget the deeper meaning of your goal. Persistence leads to miracles. Even small efforts, when maintained, can lead you to great success. Think carefully. Only give up when you're sure that the path no longer aligns with your true purpose, not because of temporary setbacks. Trust, the double-edged sword of life. You might get deceived if you trust too much, but without trust, you won't survive. This profound lesson speaks to the essence of trust and its indispensable role in life. Trust as the foundation of relationships and connections. Trust is the bedrock of every relationship, whether it's with family, friends, or colleagues. Without trust, you can never build deep, meaningful connections. But blind trust can lead to disappointment or being taken advantage of. Trust must be paired with discernment and awareness. Trust nourishes hope and motivation. In life, trust isn't just about others, it's also about trusting yourself. You must believe in your ability to overcome challenges and trust that the future can be brighter, even when the path seems uncertain. For example, an entrepreneur cannot succeed without believing in their ideas and capabilities, even when the possibility of failure is looming large. The risks and rewards of trust. Trusting others involves risk, but without it, you'll live in constant doubt, isolation, and anxiety. The question isn't should I trust, but rather who should I trust, and to what extent, so that I don't end up too hurt. Trust, the first step on the path to enlightenment. In Buddhism, trust, saddha, is one of the 5 essential factors for a practitioner to achieve enlightenment. But this trust isn't blind, it's trust in the teachings and faith in your ability to transform through practice. Buddha himself said, "Don't believe just because you've heard it, test it yourself and experience it." The balance between trust and mindfulness. Buddhism doesn't deny that trust can lead to delusion without mindfulness. For instance, believing in superstitions can lead to suffering. Therefore, trust must be balanced with observation, analysis, and right understanding. A life without trust would be full of doubt, leaving the mind restless. In such a context, trust becomes a way to overcome fear and uncertainty. Trust in karma. One of the most important forms of trust in Buddhism is trust in the law of karma. Believing that every action has a result encourages you to live responsibly and consciously. Trusting in karma also helps maintain hope and motivation in difficult times. Life lessons from real-world examples. Nelson Mandela, despite being imprisoned for 27 years, Mandela maintained his belief in justice and a free South Africa. This unwavering faith became the force that helped him overcome adversity. Steve Jobs. When founding Apple, Steve Jobs faced widespread skepticism. Yet, his belief in his vision and product helped revolutionize the tech industry, changing the world forever. How to build trust. 1. Trust selectively, don't trust blindly. Observe others' actions and words before deciding to trust. 2. Trust yourself. Believe that you have the power to change and improve, even when everything seems to be falling apart. 3. Nurture trust through action. Trust isn't something you're born with, it's built through small, consistent actions every day. Without trust, life becomes an endless series of doubts and frustrations. Trust helps you overcome difficulties, connect with others, and find meaning in your life. But remember, trust must be rooted in mindfulness. To avoid being deceived, build your trust based on real experience and careful observation, not fleeting emotions. And before you place your trust in others, make sure you believe in your own value and capabilities. Like a bridge, trust connects us to the beautiful aspects of life. Even though it may lead to hurt at times, it is trust that lights the way, helping you continue your journey in a meaningful and fulfilling way. Your life is truly complete and meaningful when you nurture and protect your dreams, acknowledge the good around you, and believe in the promises made. These 3 elements, dreams, recognition, and faith in promises, form the foundation of a life that's not just lived, but lived with purpose. Nurturing and protecting your dreams, the lighthouse of life. Dreams are the fuel that ignites our passion for life. Without them, we drift aimlessly, unsure of our direction or purpose. Dreams serve as the compass that helps us stay focused on our goals, even when obstacles arise. Dreams are the driving force. Life without dreams can easily fall into uncertainty. Dreams not only give us clarity but also the energy to pursue meaningful goals. Protecting your dreams. Many people abandon their dreams when faced with difficulties or tempting distractions. However, to live a truly meaningful life, you must remain committed to pursuing your passions, no matter how challenging the journey. Nurturing dreams through action. Simply dreaming is not enough, action is essential. Dreams only materialize when we make deliberate plans and take consistent steps toward them. Protect your dreams from negativity. Others may criticize or doubt your aspirations, but you must remain steadfast and believe in yourself. Examples of great perseverance. Malala Yousafzai. Despite facing grave danger, Malala nurtured her dream of advocating for girls' education. She became the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize laureate, a testament to the power of unwavering belief in one's dreams. Oprah Winfrey. Despite a challenging childhood, Oprah's belief in her vision propelled her to become one of the most influential women in the world. Her story proves that dreams can turn into powerful realities, no matter the odds. The power of acknowledgement, a reflection of gratitude. Acknowledgement is the mirror that reflects our gratitude. It's not just about recognizing the good in others, but also recognizing our own efforts and progress. The meaning of acknowledgement: acknowledging the positive aspects of life, the opportunities we receive, and even the challenges we face, enriches our experience. Gratitude is the key to finding happiness, even in the midst of adversity. Self-recognition: it's just as important to acknowledge your own efforts as it is to appreciate those around you. The importance of acknowledgement in relationships. Recognizing what others have done for you not only strengthens your relationships but also spreads positive energy, making life more fulfilling. In Buddhism, gratitude and acknowledgement are seen as essential practices for cultivating compassion. By acknowledging both the good and the hardships in life, we can transcend attachment and find peace of mind. Promises: the bridge that connects trust. A promise is a symbol of sincerity and responsibility. To trust in the promises others make, and to keep the promises we make ourselves, is fundamental in building lasting trust and mutual respect. The significance of promises: a promise is more than just a commitment, it is a reflection of your integrity. Keeping promises is how we show respect, not just for others, but for ourselves. The importance of keeping promises to yourself: often, people break promises to themselves, whether it's committing to a healthier lifestyle or living more positively. However, breaking a promise to yourself is as damaging as breaking one to another. Self-respect and growth depend on following through on your own commitments. The impact of broken promises. Failing to keep promises not only erodes trust but also diminishes self-worth. Therefore, it's essential to be mindful when making promises, and to always strive to fulfill them. In Buddhism, keeping promises is closely tied to ethical principles, such as right speech and moral integrity. Promises must be made with sincerity, and fulfilling them is part of cultivating virtuous living. combining the three elements, a life of purpose. When dreams, acknowledgement, and promises converge, your life becomes more than just a series of events, it becomes meaningful. Dreams give direction, acknowledgement adds depth, and promises create lasting bonds of trust. Together, these elements form the foundation for a fulfilling and purposeful life. How to apply these principles? 1. Write down your dreams and break them into achievable short-term goals. 2. Set aside time each day to acknowledge the positive things in your life, no matter how small. 3. Be cautious when making promises, and always strive to keep them, whether to others or to yourself. A truly fulfilled life doesn't come from perfection or the absence of challenges. It comes from how you nurture your dreams, appreciate the present, and live with integrity. Keep the flame of your dreams alive, embrace gratitude, and stay true to your promises. These are the key ingredients to living a life full of meaning and purpose. Challenges in life are unavoidable, the key is choosing how to overcome them. A profound truth of life, embracing adversity through willpower and mindset. Hardships are an inevitable part of life. The nature of life. Life is inherently imperfect. From the moment we are born, each of us faces challenges, be it illness, loss, failure, or unforeseen events that test our limits. These struggles are not anomalies, they are an integral part of the human experience. Buddhist perspective. In Buddhism, the concept of dukkha, suffering, is central to the Four Noble Truths, teaching us that suffering is an unavoidable part of existence. The presence of suffering isn't meant to discourage us, rather, it serves as a reminder that liberation comes not by avoiding these challenges, but by understanding and overcoming them. Hardships lead to growth. Adversity as a teacher. Difficulties, while painful, are often the greatest teachers. They push us to learn, grow, and develop resilience. Real-life examples. A person who loses their job might find a new path, one that's even more fulfilling than their previous work. Great athletes often face injuries and setbacks before achieving their highest achievements. What you must do is choose how to overcome. The importance of right thinking. When you can't change your circumstances, change your perspective. While we can't always control what happens to us, we do have control over how we respond. This is where the power of mindset comes in. Accepting hardship as part of life. The first step in overcoming difficulty is acceptance. Rather than resisting or avoiding the challenge, accepting it is the starting point that enables us to find a solution. Acceptance does not mean giving up, it means finding a way forward. Methods for overcoming life's challenges. 1. Define the problem, take a step back and assess the situation. Understand the issue and break it down logically. To break the problem down, sometimes, challenges feel overwhelming because we view them as a massive block. Break them into smaller, manageable pieces and tackle them one at a time. 3. Seek help. Don't hesitate to reach out to family, friends, or even professionals for advice or support. 4. Maintain a positive attitude. Your attitude determines your actions. A positive mindset not only helps you find effective solutions but also keeps your spirit strong. The unshakable mind. Buddhism teaches that our mind is the ultimate determinant of our happiness. When we maintain calmness in the face of challenges, solutions will often reveal themselves more clearly. 5. Practice meditation. Meditation is a powerful tool to calm the mind, increase focus, and foster a sense of inner peace in the face of adversity. Inspirational stories of overcoming hardship. Nek Vajis, a life without limbs, but full of possibility. Born without arms or legs, Nek Vajisik refused to let his condition dictate his life. Instead of dwelling on what he lacked, he focused on what he could do and became a globally renowned motivational speaker. Thomas Edison, failure as a stepping stone to success. Edison failed thousands of times before he invented the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he simply smiled and said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Both of these individuals demonstrate the power of resilience and the ability to turn hardships into stepping stones for success. Hardship as an opportunity for self-improvement. The shift in perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in mindset allows you to turn obstacles into valuable lessons. Mindset shapes results. Letting go of attachment. Buddhism encourages us to stop clinging to what cannot be changed. When we release attachment to things that are beyond our control, our minds become lighter, and the path through adversity becomes clearer. Action over complaints. Complaining or blaming doesn't solve problems. Use your energy to take action, even if it's just small steps every day. Conclusion: life's meaning is found through adversity. Life would lose its meaning without challenges, for it is through these trials that we are shaped into stronger, more profound individuals. The key is not to avoid or eliminate difficulties but to choose how to respond to them. Remember, within every difficulty lies an opportunity to uncover the true strength within you. Hope, the healing force of the soul. If you're constantly feeling down, let hope be your remedy. The greatest happiness of humankind lies in knowing hope. This powerful message encapsulates the strength of hope in healing the soul and helping people rise above life's hardships. Hope is a mighty force. Hope is more than just a feeling, it is a powerful force that illuminates our darkest hours. When life becomes filled with challenges and adversity, hope acts as a guiding light, preventing us from feeling lost during our darkest moments. Hope is not the denial of reality, rather, it is the belief in a brighter future, even when the present seems overwhelmingly difficult. In Buddhism, there is a concept known as the faith in liberation. This belief serves as the driving force for individuals to persist on the path of practice, to transcend suffering, and to attain enlightenment. It is the hope for a peaceful and harmonious future that keeps us steadfast, even when faced with the most daunting storms of life. Hope unlocks our inner strength. Hope is not just a passing emotion or a fleeting wish, it is a mental power that helps us discover and cultivate the latent strength within ourselves. When we have hope, we are driven to act, to face challenges head-on, and to never surrender in the face of adversity. Many individuals battling illness, particularly cancer, have demonstrated that hope and a positive attitude can have a profound impact on both recovery and overall health. Studies show that patients with hope often have higher recovery rates, as they rely not only on medicine but also on their belief in the power to overcome their ailments. Hope brings meaning to life. Hope helps us find purpose in life. Every person needs a reason to rise each morning and continue fighting through life's struggles. Hope is that reason. It creates a long-term vision and specific goals for us to pursue, making life feel meaningful and worth living. In Buddhist teachings, hope in liberation from suffering is one of the most profound ideals. The Buddha taught that even in the face of countless trials in life, if we nourish hope and live with compassion, we can overcome all suffering and attain enlightenment. Hope provides spiritual strength. Hope is not just a transient feeling, it is an inherent power that helps us navigate through challenges. It keeps us from giving up when we face obstacles, and prevents us from sinking into despair in the midst of hardship. Buddhism teaches the importance of inner peace. One of the ways to maintain hope in life is to let go of attachments and live fully in the present moment. When we stop obsessing over the past or worrying about the future, we can more easily sustain our hope and appreciate the beauty of each moment. The benefits of hope in life. 1. The ability to recover from suffering. Hope is the key to healing. During times of hardship and sorrow, hope acts as a spiritual balm, helping us weather life's storms. When faced with loss, those who hold on to hope find ways to continue living, to love again, and to rebuild their lives, even when things will never be the same. Example of resilience. After major tragedies like natural disasters, war, or the loss of loved ones, those who nurture hope and look toward the future often recover more swiftly. They do not allow grief and sorrow to dominate their lives indefinitely. 2. Hope brings joy into life. Hope does not only foster faith in the future, but it also enhances our ability to enjoy the present. When we hold hope in our hearts, we can find joy in the smallest of things, making life feel easier and more beautiful. Nurturing hope in life. 1. Believe in yourself. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate hope is to believe in your own abilities. When you have confidence in your capacity to overcome challenges, you will naturally maintain hope for the future. Buddhism encourages self-trust in the spiritual journey. The Buddha taught that everyone has the potential to attain enlightenment if they believe in themselves and remain committed to the path of practice. 2. Help others and receive hope in return. Hope is a contagious force. When you help others overcome difficulties, you will experience the spread of hope not only in yourself but also in those around you. Bringing joy and hope to others gives deeper meaning to life. The Buddha constantly reminded his disciples that when we sow seeds of joy and hope in others, we, too, will receive peace and happiness. Hope is the light that guides us. Hope is not just an emotion, it is an internal power, a light that guides us through the shadows of life. When faced with sorrow and hardship, hope is the medicine that heals our souls. The greatest happiness in life is the knowledge that hope exists, for hope is the force that propels us forward, encourages us to persevere, and helps us seek out the goodness in life. When we nurture hope, we can overcome any obstacle and live a life full of meaning and purpose. So, as we explore the power of hope on this journey, we realize that no matter how difficult life may become, hope is always the guiding light that helps us move forward. True happiness isn't the absence of hardships, but rather the ability to rise each time we stumble. It is the belief in ourselves and in the beautiful possibilities that lie ahead. By nurturing hope, we can find light even in the darkest nights, and peace with every step we take. Thank you for joining me in this episode of Dharma Wisdom Talks. Keep holding on to hope, because each day brings a new opportunity to live a more fulfilled